The barcode on your cereal box is rented. The company that filled the box did not choose that number, it does not own it, and it pays a bill every year to keep using it. Miss the invoice, and the stripes on your own box stop meaning you. So, who is collecting? Start with what a barcode actually is, because most people have it slightly wrong. It is not a serial number that a factory prints on a package. It is a license. In the United States, it is issued by a standards body called GS1. It comes with terms, and it comes with a renewal date. The company that fills the box is a tenant. Look at the number itself. 12 digits in 3 parts. The front block is the company prefix. GS1 issues that, and it identifies the brand, not the product. Everything that company makes opens with the same run of digits. The middle block is the item reference. That part the company assigns itself. Chicken soup gets 1. Tomato soup gets another. It is the only piece of the number a manufacturer actually gets to choose. And the last digit is the check digit. It identifies nothing at all. It is arithmetic. Add the digits in the odd positions, triple that. Add the digits in the even positions, and the check digit is whatever it takes to reach the next multiple of 10. If a scanner reads 11 digits and the 12th does not match the math, the scanner knows it misread, and it beeps again. 11 rented digits, and 1 auditor who works for free. Now the rent. GS1 publishes its prices, so there's no need to guess at this. A company prefix covering up to 10 products costs $250 to start and $50 a year after that. At the top of the card, a prefix covering 100,000 products costs $10,500 to start, then $2,100 every year indefinitely. 3 tiers sit in between. Or if you only ever intend to sell one thing, you can license a single number for $30 once with no renewal at all. $30 forever or $2,100 a year. Same stripes, same scanner. The only variable is how many different things you make. Here's the part that makes it a lease rather than a purchase. Stop paying, and GS1's own help pages tell you precisely what happens. If you allow your prefix license agreement to expire, your prefix will be terminated. You are no longer authorized to use those barcodes on your products. And then the line that actually matters. Your company will no longer appear in the GS1 company database, so customers will not be able to verify your numbers. Look at that again as an accountant. Nothing physical has changed. The ink is still on the box. The stripes still scan, and the scanner still returns the same 12 digits it returned last week. What changed is an entry in a database, in an office you have never visited, that used to say those digits were yours. That entry is the asset. The ink was never the asset. Mark that down. Which raises the obvious question. If the number is licensed, renewable, and cancelable, how is it that you can go online this afternoon and buy a barcode outright for $10 with no renewal forever? That market exists. And it exists because of one settlement. For decades, the American barcode was administered by an organization called the Uniform Code Council. In 2002, it moved its members onto a modern agreement, new terms, and an annual renewal fee. A great many of those members had joined years earlier, paid once, and understood that to have been the end of it. They sued, and it became a nationwide class action. It settled for $3,895,000. The money was the smaller half of it. The settlement drew a line through a single date, the 28th of August, 2002. Anyone who had paid their membership fee and taken a company prefix before that day held perpetual membership with no obligation to pay a renewal fee then or ever. Nobody is the villain here. A standards body tried to convert a one-time fee into a subscription. Its oldest customers pointed at the paperwork, and the matter settled by freezing everybody already inside. But look at what that quietly created. A top-tier company prefix carries 100,000 numbers. And there was now a category of prefixes that could be held indefinitely by whoever held them at an annual cost of nothing. So they were divided up. Holders of those older prefixes began selling off individual numbers, One at a time, flat fee, no renewal. Resellers still do it today. $10 a barcode is an ordinary listing price, against $30 from GS1 and against $2,100 a year at the top tier. A settlement about invoices had accidentally minted inventory. That worked for 14 years. Then it stopped, and not because of a court. In 2016, Amazon changed a line in its seller policy. It was a small enough change that a lot of people missed it. Amazon would now check the barcode on a listing against the GS1 database, and numbers that did not match what GS1 had on file would not be accepted. Think about what that does to a resold number. The stripes are fine. The check digit is fine. The number scans perfectly at any checkout in the country. But when Amazon looks it up, the registered holder is a company that took out a prefix in 1994 to sell something else entirely, and has nothing to do with you. Amazon is equally plain about the consequence. Listings built on those numbers come down, and a seller who keeps doing it can lose the ability to create listings at all. No lawsuit. No cease and desist. One database lookup, run at the moment a product goes on sale, and the loophole quietly stopped clearing the counter. So here is the ledger on the number on your cereal box. The company that makes it owns the recipe. It owns the factory. It owns the box, the truck, and the shelf space it paid for. The 12 digits are on a lease, and the lease is the only item on that list a retailer can check in under a second. That is the face value. The ledger says otherwise. And if this one landed, the blue pallet holding that box up off the floor is not theirs either. It is rented by the day,